Oh, was it this snowy yesterday? If it was, I didn't notice. Maybe it's just the frost from the night. It really does have a different feel to it, with the snow, with the frost. And it's so empty now. Ooh, is that the upgraded sword? Does it look much different? This is amazing. You really were able to forge a Val a new Tai Chi from Zemurian ore? Of course I was. It's a massive weapon totaling over 7 AUG in length. Its uncommon shape made refining and processing the ore exceedingly difficult, to say the least, but it was done. I doubt I wouldn't be able to do it not for the help of that stubborn old student of mine over there. You're the least qualified person on this entire continent to call anyone else stubborn. Yeah, I'm with you, instructor. Sure, it was a shock to learn that you were also a former student of the professor's instructor at Magra. I'm sorry. I'm still sad about the decision. I'm gonna be crying over here for a while. I heard that you were once a student at Roar Institute of Technology, but I never connected the dots. That's how I preferred it, too. Oh, that was a long, long time ago. I'll never be able to fathom why the two of you chose not to stay and study more under me. The offer still stands, however. I know talent when I see it. Oh, I couldn't possibly. I doubt I have half the talent to keep up with you. Give him straight, George, or won't be able to get through his impenetrable skull. Tell him you'd go insane if you had spent years working with an arrogant, self-centered prick like him. Still, what a beautiful blade it is. The radiance of it is simply dazzling. Ain't nothing out there like Zemurian ore. Probably not as sharp as something a real swordsmith would make it, though. None of us are smiths by profession. But Val should find it easier to use than any weapon he could have taken from a sword art, and that's what counts. Alright then, let's give it a try. Was Makarov the he was talking about? Oh, lining up some reason. Wow. They're resonating with one another? They sure are. Wow. Yeah. How beautiful. Truly is astounding. You look so cool, Val. I'm not sure what's happening, but it's amazing, alright. I think we finally have a chance. Feedback process with new armament complete. I do indeed feel this is easier to wield than the previous armaments. Good. Glad to hear it. Think this'll do the trick? Yeah, I had high expectations, but this just shattered them. I think I finally stand a chance against him now. Professor Smith, Instructor Makarov, George, thank you all so much for what you've done. Save y'all, thanks. I only did what I did to satisfy my curiosity. Whatever you do now that I'm done is of no concern to me. He's not being modest either, Marine. He totally means it. It's just how he is. Same deal with the railway guns, sword arts, and the orbital jamming device. As soon as his work is done, he loses his interest completely. He's off to find something else to do. Something wrong with that? All that said, I think the preparations are now finally complete. Yes, sir. I think it's about time I go and get everyone. The fated moment has finally arrived. Current time is 0630 hours. Everyone should gather here again at 0730 hours. Make sure you're all wearing what I gave you earlier, too. Right. Point of no return, point of no return, point of no return will happen eventually. Hopefully I didn't already go past it. That would be unfortunate. I didn't see any opportunity to go and do other stuff, so I presume not. Yeah, here's the scene. Hey, look at us. We look so different. We're class 7. Woo!
All of the students have gathered.
We're wearing armbands. That's what she's talking about. Okay. Good. Instructor Sarah, Instructor Thomas, Instructor Makarov. You leave them all in your capable hands.
Understood.
Don't you worry. We'll take good care of them.
Just leave them to us.
Students of LoH's Military Academy. I'm sure most of you remember what was once imparted to you during your respective welcoming ceremonies. Arise, O youth, become the foundation of the world. These are the words of Emperor Drykos and the man who ended the War of the Lions and founded this very academy. I ask you to consider what the world he refers to is and what qualities one must possess to be its foundation. I imagine that each of you had your own thoughts in response. However, I ask that you not make the mistake of assuming that foundation is synonymous with sacrifice. I believe that it is by walking side by side with others, opening a path and treading it down that one does this. As such, I have but one very simple message for each and every one of you to remember. Return alive. Welcome spring's arrival with one another. When the time comes, fly the nest with one another. And to that end, I wish you victory.
May Adios and Drykos the Lionheart be with you all. And please, come back here safe and unharmed.
Yeah! Whoa! We can do it!
Our objective is to rescue His Majesty the Emperor, as well as those who were captured with him.
Okay.
Everyone, move out!
Right.
Understood.
Well, I'm happy I only had one in. Ring can use the S-Craft termination / dawn. I feel like the point of no return has beginning up really soon. It's gotta be. I think I was told that they should tell me the point of no return. Surface air temperatures 5 degrees, humidity 13%. There's a north-northwesterly wind blowing at 1 APH. Incoming messages from both 3rd and 4th Armored Divisions. They're past the Swords, Rocket, Barry, and Trista, moving into formation around 100 south from Heimdall. Main cannons and secondary armaments are good to go. We're ready for battle at any time. All orbital engines are operating normally. Thank fucking goodness I didn't touch them. All crew members present and accounted for. Ready to begin the operation at your command. Understood. Sounds like we're all ready to go. Still, it doesn't look like we're going to be hearing anything from Prince Oliver. That doesn't sound good. Indeed, there's been no word from Father either. They've probably got their hands full in the west. Started to get really hectic there from what I've heard. I've asked Mitch to try and get in contact with Toval, but I'm not banking on him succeeding. Oh, that's too bad. It would have been great to have them here too. There's no point in lamenting on what we don't have. Alright, what we can do is make the best out of our current situation. Why is everyone's glasses and shit gone? Oh my goodness. Yep, I'm with them. Still, the battle doesn't begin until midday, but we still got time. If there's anything you want to take care of, now's your chance. Anything spring to mind? Yeah, now that you mention it. So, are there any new requests for us to take care of? There are, in fact. Hold on a minute while I get them up. Oh my goodness, is there really more requests? Holy shit. Okay. Okay. When we speak of servants, we should ask, well, what should spring to mind but the foul Jormungand god? But in truth, I have my own glorious serpents I bring out at parties and on special occasions. This is Prince Oliver. Rean, this is Major Vander. Pay no attention to the prince and just kill the monster. Pretty sure I heard that Oliver's in the trails, in the sky ones. So that should be fun when I do that, so. I once was a woman from Roa. When I saw her, I wanted to woo her. She gave me a slap when I sat in her lap, and now I have one lover fewer. Ah, no. How I love composing a clever verse. Wait, what was the... It's a monster. Okay. The hills are alive, dear Reen, with the sounds of monsters. The highlands, to be more precise, and I'd like you to look into it personally. Hope your skills haven't plateaued yet, because you'll have to fly like... dare I say it, the wind to deal with this threat. Okay. They're all monsters, okay. Danger strikes close to home for young Reen, with a strange beast stirring up strife on the path to Yma. Will he answer the call? Will Sister be impressed with his manly feats of strength? Will anyone actually read this? Yes, someone will, Prince Elephant, someone will! It will be me, and maybe someone else. Huh. I think we can handle these. Right, none of them seem like they would take too long. Whether you do them or not is totally up to you, but get ready for battle. Getting ready for battle should be the top priority. Now, I've gotten a hang of reporting to Prince Oliver, but seeing as we can't just contact him, you can just report to me. This might well be the last chance you have to do maintenance on your ornaments too. So if you need anything, let me know. We will, thank you. No such thing as being too prepared for this. Forward. Relentlessly. Finale. It's not even like final chapter, it's a finale. To advance the main story, speak to Towin, the captain, share and select commence operation. This is the last time during the story that you'll be on board the nonsense. At the beginning of the operation, no longer be possible to take advantage of its facilities or visit other towns. All quests and subquests will also disappear, and trial chests will become permanently unavailable. While you will have another chance to buy items, quartz, and the like, this will not be for some time. Ooh, well, okay. This is temporary anyways, so... It's great to finally have everyone from the Academy on board the nonsense. Oh yeah, I should check out everyone who was... Is Patty Cakes on board? Oh, I gotta see what he's doing. Everyone who went missing, everyone who chose to stay at the Academy, are all right here, ready to fight with us. It's kind of surreal. We really did go out and achieve exactly what we set out to do, you know? Ha, yeah, I know the feeling. We took back the Academy. Val's new Tai Chi has been forged. Nothing stopping us from giving this operation our all. That being said, it feels a little wrong to say that we have everyone when there's still one of us missing. I didn't even think of that. Share is lively enough here as it is, but Crow has this special energy no one else can bring. But just remember, him not being here doesn't make what you've done any less amazing. So thank you, Reen. Can't imagine all of us would be here now if not for you. I think you're giving me too much credit here. Coming this far was a team effort. I may be part of that team, but so are you and everyone else. Reen, oh, I should have known you'd say that. I think if anyone deserves this little something, it's you. Reen, would you be willing to accept this? Oh, right, I need to look at Renegade, a Master Quartz. That's right, the principal gave it to me. He said to give it to the student who goes above and beyond the call of duty. Oh my, there's so many choices for that. So that's exactly what I've done. I can't think of anyone who deserves it more than you. I don't know if I've gone above and beyond, but if you say I deserve it, then I'll happily accept. Can't quite quit here, though. Not when we're so close. Soon we'll be able to bring Crow home. Only then will we really be able to say we have everyone on board. Right? Yeah, that's cool. I should check this out before I stop. I forgot about the other one. Okay, so there's Renegade and now Emblem. Damage received is HP drops. Damage up to 80. That's a really good defensive one. Chance at triple advantage count. Oh, okay. That sounds decent. Yeah. The secondary effect's not the greatest. Might want to put that on someone, but... Rebellion, not Renegade. Rebellion was the other one I got. Begin battle with stealth? Ooh. Ooh. Begin battle with strength, art, speed, race. Ooh. Beat, come here. This is a good one. But not as good as Rebellion. Oh boy. Yeah, that's like perfect for you, honestly. It's like it was made for you. Okay, other than that, ooh, okay, I'm gonna leave the side stuff for next time, and then going into the point of no return. See y'all next time. Drive safely, everyone. Hey there, busy getting ready? It's not much time left until the operation begins, so if there's anything you need to do it now. Yeah. Well, one thing I need to make sure is my equipment and Arcus are in top condition. There's no doubt in my mind that Crow and the Zern Knight will be there, so I can't go in unprepared. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they will. Alright, sounds like a plan, Reed. Let me know if there's anything I can't, let me know if there's anything I can do to help with that. It's a shame that there isn't any more Zemarian ore left. I could have made good use of it. What do you mean? Wait, we're completely out of it? As you know, Zemarian ore is exceptionally hard, which makes it an ideal material for forging weapons. If I had more of it, I'm confident I could make new weapons from scratch. Making Val's weapon gave me tons of hands-on practice with it, so I don't think I'd have any problems at this point. You can make weapons from Zemarian ore? Sounds really useful. The more powerful weapons we have, the better. Fortunately, we use all the ore you brought back, and I do mean all of it. I don't even have the tiniest fraction left to play with anymore. If you have any, even a few small fragments that I could put together, I'd be able to do it, but as things stand. Okay. I'll see if I can find some. Cool. And once you do find some, give me a shout. I get to work on something for you right away. This is gonna be a very long morning, isn't it? The long morning. Oh, okay. Yeah, these are good. I'm not sure it's worth, like, going out and trying to find a bunch of Zemarian ore just to get a little bit better weapons. Like, they're better. They're obviously better, but probably not that much better. Mind you, they might be really cool, too, so. Tempting, but alas. Talk to generic academy student. An actual generic NPC in this game. As surprising as that is as a concept. I imagine Vita's going to be waiting for us over in Heimdall too. She's got a Corona as her night this far, I can't imagine she stopped now. There's no way I'll let her beat us. Don't worry, there's no chance. We all believe in you, Emma. I know, you won't let us down. I try not to. So will Celine, I'm sure. I'll be looking forward to seeing what you've got, I guess. Sure. Now that his blade's done, Val's in absolute peak condition. The difference between victory and defeat rests on your skills as an awakener. Think you've got what it takes to beat that cocky punk in his night? I've got more than that. Just watch. He won't beat me again. I'll hold you to that. Yeah, we'll see, I suppose. Just chip off a little Zemarian ore. Okay. Oh well. Man, so many of these I missed in the end. Oh well, it's not gonna bother me that much. I was never able to actually color Val different colors like I really wanted to, but anyway. What are you doing out here? Talk. Do I have anything? No. Okay, no, whatever. Last night I once again laid bare my burning desires of Vincent. And do you know what he told me? He told me that he would give me his answer after this operation is over. That's an indirect marriage proposal if I've ever heard one. Oh, Vincent, I knew you've always felt the same way I did. This is just a disaster waiting to happen. I can't wait. It'll be so fun to watch. Vincent, are you in there? Yes, you are. Oh, the whole family's here. We no longer have anything to fear. My graceful spearmanship shall cleave even the winds in my way to ribbons and cut a path to safety for the hostages. Onward, my dear sister. Onward, my capable servant. Together, we shall show the world what the illustrious, flawed family is truly capable of. With pleasure, Master Vincent. Of course, the moment he does anything respectable, he goes and bobbles his heroic speech. Hey Vincent, suggestion, if you fuck up on saying something, just edit around it when you make the video. That's what I do. I'm probably still not very good at that, honestly. I was talking to Elisa last night, and we decided that if we both return from this operation safely, we're going to hold a big party at the academy. Every student is to be invited, of course, regardless of class. Faculty, too. That sounds like it'll be one heck of a party. But saying if makes it sound like you're not planning on returning from this operation safely. I suppose you're right. Then let me rephrase. We will inevitably return safely after this operation, and we're inevitably going to be throwing a massive party. They do say success stems from the mind, after all. Perfect. She's gotten tougher since I first met her. I'm sure spending time with Elisa is to thank for that. There are a lot of preparations that need to be made for a party like that to happen. Food, for instance, could be an issue. Even if Zarif and Celestin were to work together, they only know so many recipes. There's only a book full of them that I could somehow get my hands on. Okay, maybe let's scale that back a little bit. You don't necessarily have to think about the specifics until after the operation. Oh, yeah, I suppose you're right. Right now I should focus my mind on the and energy on the task at hand. We'll make this operation a resounding success. Naturally. But it might not hurt to keep the fact that she's looking for a ton of recipes in the back of my mind. If I could gather up a bunch of good ones for her, I'm sure that they'd help her keep your mind on the operation proper. Nah. I originally learned how to fight with a pistol in order to act as a bodyguard for Master Vincent and Lady Ferris. The training was grueling, but the alternative was having to share the task of serving them with one another, which is something I could not abide. That's some devotion. But of course, can you think of anyone more worthy of devotion than Master Vincent and Lady Ferris? I, for one, cannot. As long as I draw breath, I'll do everything possible to keep them safe. Yeah, devotion, alright. Big time devotion, and the door is open. Let's see. How accurate is her gaze? Yep, right on him. Good for him. Oh. I guess I never talked to you when I picked you up for the first time. Elixirs. Ooh, I should buy 2 of these just in case. Isn't it wonderful how all the students are coming together to achieve something so momentous today? It just tingles all over just thinking about it. It's hard to tell, but from where I'm standing, he looks just as carefree as ever. Well, for better or worse, it looks like this round is for all the marbles. I wish you all the best of luck. Go with the goddess's blessing, and remember, come back with no regrets. Thanks, instructor. Hello, generic student. Hello, generic student. Hello to not generic student. Did I ever? Silva, I don't get very good stuff out of this, do I? Yeah, well. It's like I got it good the first time and then never again. Giving your violin some maintenance, Elliot. Yeah, it always calms me down a bit. It's exactly what I need, how nerve-wracking the thought of going out to rescue His Majesty is. That's the task we've been given, so we need to try for him, Elise, and even Machias' dad. I'll say, but I'm sure we'll be just fine. This is the best way for us to help your dad protect the nation, too. I suppose you're right. There's a ton of people counting on us. There's no way we're gonna let them down. Good. Hello, what's your purpose now? Kitty's about your compatibility, yeah? What would be the point of that? You always share such a strong bond with one of your friends, no one can possibly do anything between the two of you. Give my regards to Her Highness, will you? Don't tell me someone told her what happened that night at the academy. Oh, forget it, Sparrow. Sometimes it seems like she knows everything. Okay. I've been, messing with the, with all this stuff here. And I think I'm pretty happy about where I've, left everyone at this point. I mean, when I get down to it, a lot of the quartz effects do a lot to customize how you want a character to play. But in the end, their base competencies, it's still going to keep them competent in most fights, so it doesn't make that much of a difference as, I guess that's what I'm getting at. So, how you doing being held up here? Gotta admit, I didn't expect anyone to ask me to help with your Divine Knight's fancy new sword. Still, glad we got it all sorted out. And just in time too, thanks, Instructor Makarov. Never would guess that you were one of Professor Smith's disciples, or even a student from the Institute. That was on purpose. Try to keep my mouth shut about all this stuff. Schmidt used to have me help him out on weapons research, which, as you can imagine, I got sick of real quick. That's why I decided to get the hell out of there and move to another school over in Heimdall. Even then, the whole Schmidt's disciple thing ended up getting me involved in all sorts of nonsense I didn't care about. Got sick and tired of that too, so I bailed and ended up at Thor's. Wow, sounds like you had a pretty dramatic education, to say the least. Well, welcome to adulthood. Ouch. I actually kind of like being an instructor, believe it or not. That's actually taking on a tough job for the first time in a while too. I stand by my work, but it's up to you kids to do the heavy lifting. Good luck. Oh, shoddy product or not, you're gonna throw it out there for the market to decide. I've gathered all the data we need for the main event, so the only thing we have left to do is figure out what to write about next. Not much use for a writer who doesn't have a subject, right? Oh, right, you had them. You sold these. Ooh, there has been more. Ooh. I'm gonna read this one. Issue 6. Apparently I only get the even ones. We've received word that the 3rd and 4th Armored Divisions regarded as rebels have called for residents of the areas of surrounding Highville to evacuate if possible. Sources have suggested that both divisions are attempting to launch a decisive battle to control the city, causing tensions to build on the outskirts of the capital. Meanwhile, the Noble Alliance forces are well prepared to defend the capital, presenting themselves in all but... There we go. An all but insurmountable obstacle for the rebels. One officer in charge of the Sword Arts platoon commended, "If that's what they're planning, they're welcome to try. It's high time we wiped out the rebel scumbags once and for all." Meanwhile, the armies of General Le Guin and Brigadier General Bodies, what with countless victories under the names, have gathered in Heimdall and are expected to take part in the coming battle. Current intelligence suggests that the rebel forces are not as well supplied as those of the Noble Alliance, so any such battle is unlikely to last more than a day or two at most. We ask the citizens of Ereboni not to fear and to believe in the overwhelming odds in the Noble Alliance's favor that will lead them to a well-earned victory. Yay! We shall. Should a battle break out, it is expected to train, and airship service will be suspended. When questioned, a member of the Ministry of Railways responded, "Ensuring the safety of the passengers is paramount to us, and as such, we have no choice but to suspend service until we can offer such a guarantee again." Publication suggests that citizens planning to travel keep a close eye on the national news and preferably avoid all non-essential travel altogether until the rebel forces have been quelled. Duke Operator arrested? The ruling lord of the Croydon province, Duke Operator, appears to have been arrested on suspicion of a number of crimes. He stands accused of arson, inciting disorder, and the willful harm of Erebonian citizens, among other charges. Perhaps the most damning indictment is the charge of setting fire to Celtic. But we must reiterate that no evidence has been found against the Duke, unless he remains innocent until proven guilty. Oh, he's gonna make very hard gradient. Nonetheless, his arrest has led to a wave of confusion spreading across the provincial capital of Greyhard, and the region is effectively left without a governing head. Trusted sources have also been informed that he has been summarily expelled from the Alliance, which has no part in instigating any of the illegal actions he's alleged to have taken. Okay. More cross-spell troubles. Reports have begun to pour in about the another helping of trouble for the beleaguered crossbow. The accounts are vague and fragmentary, but all suggest that a blue light has appeared on the eastern side of the country along with a gigantic tree. Bring you more on this emerging story as it develops. However, there's a strong possibility that this represents yet another new weapon being developed in secret by the rogue state, a weapon that might have been turned against the Empire in an invasion attempt. Those living near the border are advised to remain alert. Okay, interesting. The battle for Western Erebonia was thought to have been off. This is longer than I thought it would be. The battle for Western Erebonia is thought to have been all but won, but a setback apparently has emerged in form of a previously missing 7th Armored Division. The division is working in tandem with the avowedly neutral group Winds of Freedom and is calling on the Noble Alliance's forces to cease hostility. The Alliance forces, meanwhile, have just begun the final phase of their plans to neutralize the opposition in the West, and they are now warning the group that any attempt to obstruct their work will be regarded as treason. Furthermore, reports have suggested that the remnants of the former Imperial Army are beginning to reassemble, bringing even a greater confusion to a region already battered by war. Eyewitness reports, eyewitness reports point to trouble in the picturesque town of Trista, just a short way from Heimdall, with citing a large number of students that are claiming to be on a leave of absence from their studies. In all likelihood, this is the work of seditious element. The Noble Alliance fully intends to conduct a thorough investigation at a later time. Notice from the editors. With the war reaching perhaps its most fevered pitch, many of our readers are likely feeling more than a little nervous, understandably so. We'd like to advise those living in or near the capital to remain apprised of the current events and try to remain calm in the case of emergency. We can only hope that the war's final days are soon to come, and it is the humble opinion of this paper that any further expansion of the war would only harm the strength of this great nation. Done. Whew. Okay. Fidelia, I don't even remember what you did. Why are you attacking? Oh, right. You're the photographing guy. Yep. Oh, okay. Patty cakes! The most important task may have fallen to your class, but the rest of us will still be joining the fight as well. We'll keep the Imperial Guardsmen out of your hair, so you can focus on your own battles, so you better not let us down. Naturally. We'll be able to fight with confidence knowing that we've got good people like you covering our backs, you included. Don't presume I'm doing this to help you. Isn't that the point of the operation? You're doing this specifically to keep it off our back so we can do our job. That's called helping. Patty cakes, come on. Drop the soon. My main concern is that you save His Majesty. And Elise, of course. I can't stand the thought of her being in prison for a moment longer. She's far too lovely for that. And to be your sister. Believe me, I want to rescue her. Still, well, I appreciate the sentiment. You know who else she's far too lovely for? You. So don't even think of trying to cozy up to her, or you will feel the stinging edge of my blade. Do you have to be so menacing and overprotective every time I bring her up? I was trying to show my concern. No. Either way, all of us have your back, so you can focus on performing to the peak of your abilities. In fact, I'm expecting no less. I got my eyes on you. You could have put, like, the actual students. There's so many of them. Is it really... there's so many of them. You could have put them all on here. And you would have had plenty of people on here. Doing a little hawk talk, guys. Scurry. I do not appreciate your sentiment. I guess you got that. He came to wish us well today. I'm really glad he did, too. This time we really can't afford to lose. It's not going to be easy. I mean, you could say that we're about to save the father of the nation, in a sense. Not to say nothing of Maki's father or your sister. There's a lot at stake here. You can say that again. Still, when we work together, there's nothing that can stop us. Knowing that we've got you with us puts that all at ease. Well, now that you're singling me out, I have to be careful not to let you down. I'm no Brigadier General Bardius. I'm not exactly on the level of the ancient warriors in Nord, but I'll damn well try. Yeah, good one. Helen and I had a long talk about what we should do to make it through today's operation. We ended up making a promise regarding a change in our relationship, so to speak. That's the best motivation anyone could ask for, really. I can't think of a single person on board who would disagree. Yeah, I suppose. I knew Lecter was gonna be okay. He's always been lucky. Maybe even too lucky. He's almost like the ultimate lucky student. Oh, does he not go to school? Oh, whatever. It's kind of a relief that, to know that he's safe for sure, though. I bet. Now that we know he's alive, we really don't want to let him down on that task he gave us to. Although, it might lead us straight to Altina in the process. Is that, like, the heaven or shit for this world or something? Oh, no, that was the other. Oh, no, that was the other person. Never mind. Her name hasn't been brought up in so long I didn't remember. My bad. It doesn't matter who we run into. We just gotta get it done. Besides, Lammy and I will give anyone who gets in the way the beatdown of their life. Well, if I see anyone who needs a beatdown, you'll be the first one I call. Feels like I've been waiting forever for a chance to rescue my dad, but now the fateful hour's finally here. Hope he's still alright. Same goes for your sister and His Majesty too, of course, but I'm sure he's just fine. Alliance may not be terribly fond of him, but he's still the former governor of Heimdall. They might have imprisoned him, but I'd be shocked if they harmed him in any way, and we'll rescue him soon enough. Right? There's no way we'll fail. unifying the capital and imprisoning His Majesty of the most disgraceful crimes the Alliance has committed yet. My father may not be able to set things right and restore the nobility's honors, but I will do so in his place. So even this operation falls under the noblesse oblige in your book. Well, I suppose that does make sense. Well, in that case, I technically have just as much responsibility for this as you do. Let's do this. I'll be counting on your support. Yours too, Regnant. Noble Nut. What do you take me for? You couldn't stop me from taking part if you tried. Sure. So many generic people. Hey, about last night. We're finally headed to where this whole mess began. The biggest question now is what lies ahead once we've rescued Elise and His Majesty. After what you did last night... what's to say, really? Especially now that the nation's lost Arrow against Ingrelia Fortress, we're gonna talk about the nation now, not us. That might have been the only thing that allowed us to fend off Kelford. It's a little late for us to start worrying about that now. My mind's on other things anyway. We just have to focus on our rescue mission and making it through this war in one piece. We've come this far together, so we might as well go all the way. I'm in if you are.